about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline.
Texas long.
Getting out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to ride this running back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill, and the defense wasn't able to get it done.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
They'll give it to the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Texas. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He was able to come down with the pass, but not in bounds, so it'll be a turnover on downs.
And your goal of the defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll give it to him again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 3, Georgia 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the running back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Working that left side now. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
The Longhorns are flying down the field.
Jackrabbit.
Going up top on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season. These guys make your defense really special.
Third down coming up.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just...
Georgia offense.
Knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Etienne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. Yankee blue, Yankee blue.
Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Well, you see the speed of the defense on that last play, deep in their own end. Offense trying to go jet sweep, but they were able to pursue the ball, get him down, now setting up 4th.
It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
With the score, Texas 6, Georgia 0.
The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's back. He's got his man. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Picks up 9. And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
The give out of the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting him drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Direct snap. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get it through the air. And that pass picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle and make an incredible catch and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Bond. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Okay, ready?
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That receiver wore that one. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive, got to need better effort.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Beck. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 13, Georgia 0.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On the set.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll go with a direct snap. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job. You're getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Here comes the Texas offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quarterback will audible. Now the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Looking to pass. It's back. He lofts one down the sideline. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. Racing down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get one or two first.
Open runway ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Beck. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Second down after that incompletion. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.